Beneath the coastal forest of Kenya, a hidden treasure lies in Mrima Hill. Not gold or ivory, but something more valuable, rare earth elements and niobium, essential for modern technology. For generations, the Daigo people have called this forest home, unaware of the global significance beneath their feet. Geologists have now revealed one of the world's largest deposits of these strategic minerals. They power smartphones, electric cars, and wind turbines, technologies shaping our future. The estimated value? $62 billion, a sum that could transform Kenya. The government, seeking new wealth, welcomed mining companies with promises of jobs and prosperity. Mrima Hill, once a quiet sanctuary, is now a symbol of Kenya's potential and a magnet for global attention. But such treasure comes at a cost, not just in dollars, but in culture and environment. The story of Mrima Hill is about more than wealth. It's about a nation at a crossroads. It's the tension between progress and preservation, between urgent needs and sacred traditions. The world is watching as Kenya decides the fate of its sleeping giant. Will it be a savior or a monster? The answer will shape not just a hill, but a nation's destiny. The stakes could not be higher. Kenya is reinventing itself, moving from tea, coffee, and tourism to mining and industry. Vision 2030 imagines a modern, industrialized nation, and minerals are now central to that dream. The mining sector, once overlooked, is booming: titanium, coal, and now rare earths. Mrima Hill is the crown jewel, announcing Kenya's arrival on the global stage. In Kwale County, mining has already brought new roads, jobs, and infrastructure. Supporters see mining as a path to prosperity, funding schools and hospitals. But the promise of wealth brings anxiety. Will local communities benefit or be left behind? As international companies move in, villagers worry about their land, water, and way of life. The numbers are big, but the impact on ordinary people is uncertain. Kenya's economic transition is about more than profits. It's about people caught in the path of progress. The gold rush is on, but not everyone is sure it's a blessing. The future is being written in the soil of Mrima Hill. Who will truly profit? What makes Mrima Hill unique? 17 rare earth elements, vital for modern life. Names like neodymium and dysprosium may sound exotic, but they're in your phone, your car, and your wind turbine. These elements power magnets, motors, and screens, building blocks of the digital age. Mrima Hill also holds niobium, a metal that makes steel stronger and lighter for bridges, cars, and skyscrapers. This combination is a geological jackpot, giving Kenya strategic leverage in a tech-driven world. As the global economy shifts to green energy and digital connectivity, these minerals become ever more critical. Whoever controls them holds power. That's why the world's eyes are on Kwale County. Mrima Hill isn't just a mine, it's a key to the future. The stakes are global. Kenya stands at the center. $62 billion, the number that made headlines and raised hopes. But this figure is the theoretical value of minerals in the ground, not money in Kenya's pocket. Mining is expensive, moving earth, building plants, managing waste. Market prices for rare earths are volatile, profits can vanish overnight. After costs, company profits and taxes, Kenya's share will be a fraction of the headline sum. The reality, a few billion dollars over decades, not a sudden windfall. The gap between promise and reality is where disappointment grows. Expectations must be managed. The real question: how much will truly reach the people? The answer will define the legacy of Mrima Hill. Rare earth mining is messy and dangerous. Open-pit mining destroys forests and habitats. Extracting rare earths requires toxic chemicals, creating hazardous waste called tailings. Tailings dams can fail, unleashing poison into rivers and farmland. Rare earths are often found with radioactive elements, adding long-term health risks. Managing this waste is costly and complex, with consequences lasting generations. The promise of clean energy comes from one of the dirtiest industries. Kenya must weigh short-term gains against permanent environmental loss. Mrima Hill is more than minerals. It's a living ecosystem and a sacred place. One of the last coastal forests, it's home to rare species and vital for climate and water. For the Digo people, it's a kaya, a spiritual heart, a place of worship and memory. Sacred groves are burial grounds, connecting generations. Mining would destroy the forest, displace wildlife, and erase cultural heritage. The community is divided. Some want jobs, others fear losing their identity. The government faces a dilemma: protect heritage or pursue economic gain. Promises of land rehabilitation can't restore sacred groves or centuries-old traditions. Once the forest is gone, so is a way of life. The loss is not just environmental, but spiritual and cultural. The ghosts of Mrima Hill would haunt Kenya's conscience. The choice is irreversible. What is truly worth more? Minerals or memory? The answer will echo for generations. The world is watching. Africa's natural wealth has often brought more pain than prosperity. The resource curse. Riches lead to corruption, inequality, and environmental ruin. Mrima Hill risks repeating this pattern. Sudden wealth attracts the corrupt. Contracts are secret, profits vanish offshore. Other sectors suffer as mining dominates. Environmental laws are ignored, communities displaced, and promised jobs rarely materialize. Local people bear the costs while profits flow abroad. Nigeria's oil and Congo's minerals are cautionary tales. Wealth without well-being. Kenya must learn from these failures. Without transparency and justice, a blessing becomes a curse. The lesson is clear. Geology alone cannot guarantee prosperity. Kenya stands at a crossroads. The resource curse is a warning, not a destiny. Radical transparency is essential. Make mining deals public, track every shilling, build strong independent institutions to oversee the sector, insist on local processing and jobs, not just raw exports. Protect sacred sites and the environment with real safeguards. Make the community a true partner, not a bystander. The choice: short-term cash and long-term regret, or sustainable shared prosperity. The world is watching Kenya's decision. The future of Mrima Hill and the nation hangs in the balance.